look at the new chords first.
Sure.
Okay, so how'd you guys do with that? Did you get that D and the G7?
I'm having a hard time transitioning from D to another chord. It's hard for me. It's like my fingers want to go different ways.
Hey, show me.
So there's D. And then when I go to another chord, it's like I have to think about it. And then for D. Yeah, it takes a while for me to get there. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that D is just, it's kind of a yucky chord, but it's one you're going to use all the time. I mean, it sounds nice and everything. It's just, it's a tricky chord to learn. And a lot of it is to get in the habit to really do that hitting, so that you're putting it down 3 fingers at a time and you're taking it off 3 fingers at a time. And that'll help.
Okay.
So you want to really work on that D with the hammering. And then you just want to practice the D with different chords, like the thing, you know, with the D, G7, right? D. And that's the only way that you're going to get that. And remember, when you do that, just do it with the 1 strum. And this is super useful, doing the 1 strum. And as we learn more complicated chords, you're going to have that as well. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just the method. D is really the first hard chord that we've learned, you know, and so it's going to take a little while. So let's have everybody do this for me with the D chord. Jennifer, let's have you go first. Sorry, I know you just unmuted. Great, great. Trish? All right. Great. Sharon? Get that a little bit better. Get that without the buzz there. There you go. Good, good, good. And remember, when you do this, Trish, you want to do it slowly. Don't do it fast. Don't go, just really slowly, because you want to hear each chord. Okay, and then the C7, which is pretty easy. Let's all do that one. So Jennifer, play that for me. Great. Trish? Great. Sharon? Okay, great. Now all of you are doing this. You're going down like this when you play the C7. And I showed that because I wanted to make sure you knew what to do. But when you play it, you don't want to bring your hand down. You want to keep your other fingers up, because if your whole hand's down, it's going to make it harder to go to the next chord. So when you play, so get your good hand position and then play that C7 and keep your other fingers up. Okay, so they're ready to go to the next chord. All right, so let's do the D to G7, one strum each way. Okay, Sharon, go ahead and mute yourself. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, G7, D, G7, D, G7, D, G7, D, G7, then get a little bit faster, D, G7, D, G7, D, G7, and you really cannot do that enough. Now, when you start doing this, sorry, my mouth's so dry. When you start doing this, you're going to look at your fingers, but the goal is to get to where you don't look at your fingers, right? So start looking at your fingers and then try looking away. And then if you mess up, look back at your fingers, okay? All right, let's do D to F. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, F, D, F, D, F, D, F. Okay, great. Now let's go C7 to F. C7, F, C7, F, C7, F, and then now let's go C7, G7, C7, G7, C7, G7. Make sure when you're playing that C7 that your other fingers are up. Remember, don't let them go down. G7, C7, G7. Okay, great. And you're just going to want to keep doing that until you can do it without looking at your fingers. It's not fun, but it's the fastest way to be able to play that way. Okay, so let's see. Let's do the new strum pattern. Okay, so let's do it on the D chord. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, Jennifer, let's have you play it for me.
Just the D chord, right?
Yes. Perfect, you got it. Good job. Okay, Trish. Okay, you're doing really good, except for the last part's a little faster.
Okay.
So down or down, down, up, and then up, down, up. Okay. Just do this part. Just do this for me. Up, down, up. Just do that.
Up, down, up, or down, up, down?
Up, down, up. Again.
Wait a minute.
Up, down, up. It's got to be really even. Up, down, up. Say it with me. Up, down, up.
Up, up.
Good. Do it again.
Up, down, up.
Do it
Up,
again.
down, up.
Are you doing it up?
Up.
Okay, good. Now let's do the whole thing. And I want you to say it while you're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Just say it for me without playing it.
Down, down, up, down, up.
That's exactly right. Okay, now play that.
Down, down, up, down, up.
Yeah, exactly. Do it a few times.
Okay. Down, down, up, down, up. Down,
Okay, now after you do the up, down, up, then it's another down. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? After you finish the strum pattern.
Okay. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down.
Okay, now I want you to do this. I want you to go up, down, up, down. Just do that.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
No, I want you just to do this, only this. Up,
Okay.
down, up, down.
Okay. Up, down, up, down.
Good, do it again.
Up, down, up, down.
One more time.
Up, down, up, down.
Good, now that's the end of it. So it's down, down, up, and then up, down,
So
up,
it's
down.
from the first up to the end.
And then the first one of the next one. Okay, so now play it, say it for me without playing. Down, say two of them together.
Well, this is where I'm running into the problem. I'm trying to count, the longer note, and it gets screwed up.
But actually you're doing the longer note perfectly. It's the shorter ones that you're taking just a bit of a pause. So
Okay.
let me show you what you're doing. You're going down, down, up,
Right.
up, down, up, and then you're taking a pause there before you do the next down.
I think it's with the tie.
No, you're doing that perfectly.
Okay.
The only place you're having a problem is at the very end, you're taking a pause before you start the next one.
Okay.
So do two for me.
All right. Say it or play it.
Say it.
All right. Down, down, up, down, down.
Up, down, up, down.
Okay.
Say that. Up, down,
Up.
up, down.
Up, down, up.
So
Sorry.
where you're having trouble is when you end the first strum pattern before you go to the second one, you're taking a pause between them.
I got through it.
So yeah. So I want you to think of it as down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. You see what I mean? So say two of them together. So just say it.
Down, down, up, down, up. Down,
No,
down,
see, you stopped after that. Don't. So the rhythm is like up, down, up, down.
Okay.
When you have that, there's no pause. That last down isn't a long note.
This one.
Sure.
You know what? I think part of the pause is because I'm going back to the front, going back to the first one.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just do it going across it.
Okay.
Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up.
Exactly. Do that now.
All right.
Do that for me.
Okay. D.
Keep going. Go to where exercise number 2 is.
I got it in front of me.
Okay, great. Now, notice it's down, down, up, down, down. So this is where you're taking a pause, is right here. It's like,
no,
yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing that.
Yeah. So just think of this as up, down, up, down.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, work on that for a few minutes while I have Sharon play for me, okay?
Okay.
All right, Sharon, play for me. Perfect. Now this is the most common strum pattern for ukulele. So I really want you to get it down. You're going to use this for reggae. You're going to use this for fun songs, for pretty much almost every single ukulele song you use this strum pattern for. It's the most popular one. So we really want to get that. And I think, Trish, you'll get it. It's just in your mind. It's not your playing. That's the thing, is it's just in your mind. Okay. It's the same thing as going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I had this problem with the clarinet too.
Okay.
The
So
rhythm thing.
I finished a measure. I need a break. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to strum exercise number 2. Okay. Okay, so let's try this. Excuse me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C7. Am I going a little bit too fast? Let's go slower. Sorry about that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. C7, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. D, down, up, down, up. G7, down, up, down, up. C, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, down, up. F. Okay, and did everybody get the part that you cross out this F right here? Cross that out. And then at the very end, you draw this line like this and write let ring. And that means you're just going to strum one time and then just let it ring. So you draw sort of a curved line there, right? Let ring. Okay. All right. So let's hear you play. Jennifer, let's have you play for me and just start, and then I'll stop you at some point, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. Good job. Okay, Trish.
All right.
Okay, wait a minute. Where are you playing from? Where are you playing?
I'm now going to the F.
But where in the song are you? I mean, in the piece. You start at the beginning, or did you start
I
somewhere else?
started up here.
You did start at the beginning? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have you do that. It's okay, you did great. Do it one more time. Sorry, I got lost.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to see if I can find a video to post that'll help you with that strum pattern, okay?
I looked up the strum patterns that I guess posted on the other one by Ukulele Mike.
Yeah.
I've tried to get it, and I know that I mess up, and especially if I hesitate going to the next chord.
Yeah, and that's the
And
hard.
I know that it slows down the rhythm, and it's, what I did basically was just going between the different chords to try to get a little bit faster with the
Good.
change, so
Yeah.
to learn the chord better, so that when I started to get into the rhythm of the strum pattern, I didn't have to think about where I was placing my fingers.
Okay, that's good. And that's a better way to practice the strum pattern is without the chord changes, because I want you to get that down.
Well, I also did try muting the strums and just trying to.
Great. Great. That's a good way to do it too. Okay, Sharon. Okay, good job, Sharon. Good job. Okay, so let's go to, let's do the song, let's see. Let's do If You're Happy. No, let's do Little Birds, because three little birds, because that one has this strum pattern in it. And I want to stay on this strum pattern. So let's do the Bob Marley song. Does everybody have that?
I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, I said, let's go and do the song, the Three Little Birds song.
Had a hard time with that one.
Okay. The reason I want to do that is because it's the same, strum pattern that we're working on right now. So, okay, so let's see how we do with this. Okay, this is it's good because it doesn't have you change chords every time that you do the strum pattern.
Let me just clarify. So each of these hash marks is a full strum pattern, right?
That's exactly right.
It just seemed like a lot more strum patterns than words. So,
Yeah,
it doesn't sync up in my brain.
That's because it actually goes really fast. It goes, don't worry. Let's see. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. So that's why it's so much, because you actually do you do it pretty fast when you play. Does that make more sense, Sharon? Okay. Now we're going to go slow though. So we're going to do it. Don't worry about a thing. Okay, about like that. Okay, here we go. real slow. But when you do start, it's going to be weird right now because we're going so slow. But then when you do it normally, we'll just speed it up. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Don't worry. Sorry, my voice is bad today. About a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry. Okay, does it make a little bit more sense now, Sharon? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah.
It's hard when you slow it down.
Yeah.
You could also do it, don't worry about a thing, like that, but that's just not how the song's really played. And so that's why it does seem kind of like it's a lot. Sorry, Arizona, the air's so dry.
You know, it's difficult to look at the strum pattern and to follow where you're changing the chords. And I think that's where I'm getting confused. You know,
Okay.
I'm trying to keep to the strum pattern, but I got to look up to the top of it and I lose where I'm at.
Now, have you guys tried playing it with the recording?
No.
Okay, so let's try it once with the recording, and I think you might find it a little bit easier. Okay, you see the recording there on the bottom of your page, right?
No.
Great. It should be on the very bottom. Did you print this out?
I went to that and it would not show up. There was no video to show up when I plugged in
Oh.
that.
It didn't say great recording to play along with?
Mm-mm.
Your page doesn't say that?
No, I have that on my page, but when I entered it in the search bar, it did not.
It didn't work.
It said video is
Okay.
not available.
All right, let me see what I can
See
do.
if we can get it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine comes right up. That's really weird. Are you trying just clicking the link? Does anything come up, or are you having to copy and paste it, or how are you doing it?
I actually typed it in, but let me see if I can go to where it's at on the page and click it. Or are you going to share? Are you going to do it?
You know
in your-
what? I'll share the link. I'll share the link with the Facebook group. That'll probably be the best way to do it. Let me do that right now, and then you can just click on the link. Because mine, what's a pain for me is the JPEG that I put up I can only post it on Facebook as a JPEG, and with the JPEG, you can't have it as a link. Does that make sense? I have to do it a different version. Okay, so now that should work for you, okay? Do you see it there in the group?
Mhm.
Okay, everybody just try that real fast and make sure that works. Okay, all right, so let's try this. Let's try playing along. I had a little trouble figuring this song out too, because it is weird because it's reggae. So it's a little bit weird with the rhythm of with the singing, you know? So let's try it. Let's try playing along with the recording. And then he takes a long time before he starts. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up. Don't worry about a thing. Down, up, down, 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 up. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, sing a sweet song, a melody pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, sing a sweet song, a melody pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, every little. Okay, so how did you do? Did it make more sense doing it that way?
I think I'm gonna have to practice it.
Yeah. It's just a practice.
Yeah.
I almost, I felt like I shift back and forth between strum patterns. I mean, between the down, down, up, and the
And the down, down, up, up, down, up.
the down, down, up, down, up. I kind of
Okay.
feel like there's sometimes it just needs a down, down, up.
Well,
Instead of-
it works, but it's
Fair enough with you.
and another way that you could play it is you could play it with just down strums. You could go, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause it's just not as fun, you know? So, but if you're having trouble keeping up with the recording, what you might want to do is practice it that way first, so you can kind of see where the chord changes happen, and then go back to it. Does that make sense? Okay. So I know it's a little bit confusing. So just don't worry about it being confusing. Jennifer, you look like you're doing pretty good on it. Do you feel like you're getting it? No, you're not?
It's like I have to remind myself to go up, like strum up and back down. Um, it's just like I think I'm thinking too much or looking at everything, like the notes and the lyrics, and I'm just confused.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do it without worrying about the words, okay? So let's start right here. And we're not gonna worry about the words. We're just gonna play what's written, okay? And we're gonna go slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. C, down, up, down, up. 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 F, down, up, down, up. F, down, up, C, down, up, down, up. 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 F, down, up, down, up. F, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. G7, G7, up, G7, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. F, down, down, up. F, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. C, down, down, up. G7, down, down, up. G7, down, down, up. F, down, down, up. F, down, down, up. C, down, How did you do with that? Is that easier? Okay.
A little bit better, but I realized that when you said the C, that was the first downstroke. And that was about halfway through.
I don't understand.
Okay, you said C, down, up, down, up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Whenever I say the chord names, that's the down. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So why don't you practice it that way?
Took me halfway to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm glad. So why don't you practice it that way first and try to get that down slow, then try to get it fast enough that you can play along with him singing, and then you sing. So let's do it that way. And I think that will work. Okay. All right. So why don't we didn't get to everything today, but I think that's okay, because that was what we really needed to work on. The other stuff I don't think that you're having too much trouble with, right? So next time we'll do everything. But what we'll do is I'm just going to keep the homework exactly the same, okay? And I want you to make sure that you're doing the D to G7, D, G7, D, G. Make sure you're doing those. Make sure you're doing the hits on the D. You want to really get good at that, okay? And I would practice either all the other stuff that just has the down, down, up, down, down, up. Practice that all together, and then practice this stuff with the down, down, up, down, up. Practice it together. Does that make sense? So like if you're happy, good night, ladies, leaving on a jet plane, do that together, and then do the exercise 2 and the 3 little birds together. Okay? Do you have any questions about anything? Do you want to, are we okay with just stopping there, or do you want to do anything else?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I think I've got enough on my plate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So let's just keep that. And you guys are doing great. This is a big step up, you know. Up till now we've kind of had little steps up, and now we've got 2 big steps up with the D chord and the new strum pattern. So don't let it get you discouraged. It's okay. And once you get this strum pattern, it becomes natural to you. You're going to absolutely love it. It's so much fun. But it's a different way of thinking because you've got that held note over it. And so now you're getting into the syncopation.
So Liz, what would be the next chord that we'll learn?
The next chord, let's see, what is the next chord? I think it's A7, I think. I think it's, yeah, A7, which is just right here. It's this second string right there with the first finger. In the first fret, make sure it's in the first fret.
That?
Yep, exactly right.
Well, that's
Yeah.
an easy one.
That's an easy one. See, and that's what's great about you, because you have a hard chord and then you have a bunch of easy ones, and then you have a hard
like
chord
the
and a bunch of,
easy.
yeah. So the D is the hardest chord that we've had so far, and it's one of the hardest chords to play. So the fact that you're doing that is really good. You won't have another hard chord until we do G, regular G, and we won't do that for a little while. Okay, so you're doing great. Everybody, you're doing really good. Just keep, I want you to really get this strum pattern down, okay? And then we're going to be able to shoot through some new stuff. So get that D chord and get the strum pattern really good, okay? And then next week, I want to go ahead and get, if you're happy and good night ladies, off. So practice those this week so we can take those off the homework, okay? All right, guys. I will see you next week. Have a really wonderful week. Have a fun holiday weekend at home or whatever.
Liz, what happens after the
Well, I'm home
10th?
for the weekend, but working the holiday. Huh?
Yeah. What's that, Sharon?
So what happens after 10 weeks? Because that was the initial.
After 10 weeks, you can either decide to keep going with me or you can quit. Well, you can always quit anytime. But anyone who wants to continue, what we'll do is we'll consolidate some classes where we have, and I'm happy to keep teaching anyone who wants to keep going. So I started 2 groups in April when things got really bad, and they're still going now. So, and we're playing, what are we, now we're learning the Israel version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and what else? We're learning harder songs, you know? So anyone who wants to continue, you're welcome to continue. And if you want to stop and then just work on it on your own, you're welcome to do that too. Okay?
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying teaching you guys, and it's this is a service that I really want to keep
Well,
doing.
let it be known that you're bringing our stress levels down.
I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right.
Wonderful week.
Have a good week.
We'll see you next week then.
Ukulele rules. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.